Well, hello everyone. I am your local cat slime, Ceylon Cross. And today, this stream is going to be very interesting. A little bit different from the last few we've done. We're going to be talking a bit about today's news in the Magic Sphere. And we're going to just kind of putz around with Pauper decks today. I don't think I'm going to do a league. I think I'm just going to do some random 1-on-1 test matches with some decks, just to kind of vibe. But in case anyone hasn't seen the news, earlier today, there was an official announcement from Wizards of the Coast that the Commander format is going to go over to Wizards. So the rules committee has handed off the Commander format banning and restrictions and control of the format in general to Wizards of the Coast. It's a pretty heavy change. And as someone that's played Commander for nearly 15 years at this point, I got thoughts. Both ways, essentially. But figured this will just be a stream to help sort out those thoughts, decompress a bit, maybe just kind of vent, maybe just kind of figure stuff out. So right now, I've got a interesting little pile here that I brewed a while back. I call this Too Much Water. It's essentially a Spreading Seas style deck where we are just kind of, I don't know, trying to mana screw our opponents. We've got some interesting creature selection here: Frostburn Weird, Spire Golem, things that can defend pretty well. Manta Ray is an interesting include here. It is a 3/3 island home that becomes unblockable, essentially. So interesting stuff. Actually, let me think. I think there's a card. Dream. Two words. Dream Stalker. Return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. I'm not entirely sure if I want that. I mean, it's cool with Spreading Seas. Bouncing Spreading Seas is really fun. But not sure if that's exactly what I want here. Let's see. Oh, what was some of the other ones? Flood counter. I think I've got, no. It was like a tribal, what was it? Tribal instant, like Merfolk or something like that. That turned a land into an island. Can't remember what it was. Oh, wow. Anywho, I'm just kind of chilling right now. Oops. I think my VTube studio decided to go on the fritz for a second. One moment, guys. Boop. This happens from time to time. Are we getting back there? Wakey wakey. Have some coffee. There we go. I think we're back. Boop. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to be kind of putzing around with this and some of the other decks in my list here in the practice rooms. Dredge is always a fun one. Let's see, I think nowadays Dredge is running less that. Probably cutting the circle of the lands druids, and then it's what, malevolent rumble? Kind of, sort of what people are doing now. I don't know if Rebel Belt Maverick is actually still working or not, but yeah. Let's go putz around with my too much water deck for now. Doom de doom doom doom. Node. Definitely not doing a league with this pile. Let's create. I'll just sit around and wait for people to come in and play some games. So yeah, interesting news today with the commander format moving control over to WotC. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it yet. Wow, this is a pile. Sure, I'll keep. Come on, the draw. I'll draw out of it. Oh, I meant to play the blue deck, whatever. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a week or two since the ban list announcement. And things are just kind of nuts. I don't exactly like the overall community reaction to what's going on here. Let's play ourselves a Maverick. Yep, let's surveil 2. Dread Return is fun. I'll keep that on top. Let's we'll pass turn, and then on the end step, maybe we'll do Troll. Tune the narrative. Okay, so we're up against energy. Interesting. Volatile Fjord. All right, Jeskai energy. Yeah, I'm not going to cycle Troll yet. Let's see what we got. Doop, doop, doop. Counterspell? No counterspell. Let's take that mutt. Sack creature. Play the mutt. Hello? There we go. Thank you, Moto. Counterspell? No counterspell. All right, we got plenty of lovely little things here. So yeah, I think the community backlash to the bans of Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt, and it's absolutely just despicable. There's really not a good word. There's only bad words. It is the worst thing I've seen from a community, any community, let alone the Magic community, in a very, very, very long time. And not happy about that. I think it is just actually disgraceful. It is actually just pathetic. The reaction that a very vocal group of people had following ooh, very interesting, very interesting. I'll take the conduit pylons. The rest will go down there. Let's see, do they have it? Of course they have it. That's fine. Let's get going. Auger bolts. Yep. It's just really sad. Like sad in a what are you doing with your life sort of way, that people got so angry and so vitriolic that they had to lash out like that. That's stupid. That's absolutely dumb. You know, I was hoping that it was really just a very minor group, but from the sounds of it, it was a lot more intense than I expected. So I'm not surprised they played hot potato and got rid of it. Excuse me. Who would honestly want to deal with all that BS, right? Ooh, very nice. Do we have a giant? We do have a giant. Let's just return, get back the giant. Nice. Yeah, I think it is an interesting change, and one that I think a lot of people secretly feared was going to happen at some point. Whether or not that fear is justified is, you know, another point of discussion today. But, boop. And boop. I think it's, on the one side, we have Wizards of the Coast effectively saying, hey, we now print the product for the format that casually is the most money-making part of our venture right now. And now we control what can and cannot be in that format. That sounds like a lot of power in one place. I mean, granted, they have all their stuff anyway, right? They've got 1, 2, 3. They've got a lot of the power anyway, in terms of what doesn't get reprinted, and I'm sure they can do whatever they darn well feel like. So, on the one hand, do we really think they're going to make any better or worse decisions in terms of banning? Honestly, I think it's a net like neutral, because let's look at like what they've banned / unbanned in other formats recently, especially ones that have had a lot of eyes on them. Legacy and Modern are definitely up there, right? Okay. You guys come in. What do I probably get rid of here, huh? Do Do I trim dread returns? I feel like I trimmed the acorn harvest. Maybe I'll just trim some of that. I'm really thinking the Mox Crusher is going to get in there right now. Maybe. We'll do that. I suspect that they are on the sort of ephemerate plan with Archaeomancer and stuff like that. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, well, we'll keep this, see where it goes. So yeah, I mean, Legacy and Modern have been in absolute fits with the whole Nadu thing, Psychic Frog, Orcish Bowmasters, the One Ring. People have very vocally wanted Wizards of the Coast to do something ban-wise, unban-wise, to fix these formats, to make them healthy again. I don't think WotC is going to be one way or the other on this stuff. Wow. All right. Do I think they're going to ban more cards or emergency unban those cards because the backlash was so bad? No, I don't think they're going to do any of that in response to what they've done. Back here, card preview. Thank you. They've got all three of their mana colors now. Okay. I think what they are going to do, though, is go forward with this idea they laid out in their article. Again, I don't think I've mentioned this exactly, but there is a article on the Mothership website for WotC, which you guys can totally look at on your own time. And basically it tells us that they were planning with the rules committee to essentially have unofficial, official, like, weight brackets for Commander, right? They were going to have, like, let's say tiers 1 through 4, where, let's just say, for the sake of argument, the EDH meme of, oh, my deck's a 7 would be just tier 1, right? That it's not tier 1 in terms of like, ooh, this is the best, most. No. This is the basic tier. This is your entry level tier. My deck is pretty darn fair. And then it goes up in different brackets depending on what kind of cards you're running. Land destruction, fast mana, whatever. Okay. I think that kind of segmentation is totally fine. I don't think anyone is going to have issue with that. Because basically playgroups do that kind of already with their own sort of, oh, what are you playing tonight? Well, I'm playing this. Okay, well, instead I'm going to play this because, you know, I don't want to get stomped, or I don't want to stomp you guys. That sort of thing. So segmenting generic groups of cards like mass land destruction, you know, like very powerful artifact mana and that sort of stuff. So that way you can be like, okay, well, I do run a tier 3 card, you know, a higher power card in my deck, but it's just 1. And and then the rest of it is like fine. You know, that's an easier way of facilitating discussions. I like that idea. I think a lot of us had a notion that that was going to be something being worked on with WotC and the rules committee, but we just did not see it happening just yet. Like, it didn't come to fruition. Do I have one in the yard yet? I don't have one in the yard yet. Interesting. I overtapped for that. Let's try that again. Thank you. Hey there, Serby. Bit of a different low-powered or low-energy stream today. I'm not playing any leagues. This is just in the practice rooms. But yeah, playing Dredge. Just something to kind of take my mind off things while I ramble about the new Commander news today. So yeah, it's a lot to think about. There's a lot of ups and downs with. Yep, I thought they were on Ephemerate. Okay. There's a lot to think about. What happened? Okay, so the long and short of it is, Wizards of the Coast put out an article this morning that said the rules committee for Commander has officially handed over the reins of ban list and updates for the Commander format at large to Wizards of the Coast. And this is pretty much due to the backlash, the severe, vitriolic, bullshit backlash from some very vocal idiots on the internet. So thanks, guys. You ruined it for everyone. Let's see here. Just decided to take it. Okay. Okay. Huh. Oh, we're just gonna jam another stinkweed in and go. Speculators mad that card board can't be sold for a king's ransom anymore? Pretty much. People were very, very upset that their expensive cards got banned from under them. My response is, have you ever suffered a ban list? Like, ever? Primeval Titan was at one time like a $30-$40 card. Like, okay. That got banned from, you know, EDH at its height in popularity. Jace the Mind Sculptor got banned in Standard. There's a lot of crap. So, I don't know what people are really thinking. Oko. Yeah, Oko was definitely banned when it was expensive. Things in Legacy have been banned and unbanned. I know Survival of the Fittest was banned at one point. That became expensive, unbanned, yada yada. Oh, they are just taking it. Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. Alright, Lotless Giant, come on out. Rabenschirm. Sure. Joke's on you, I now have a tread return in the yard. Did anything change? Aside from control of the commander format, nothing's really changed yet. So, people were speculating that WotC might have emergency unbanned the cards that caused the ruckus. I personally think that is not going to happen. I don't think there's any other sort of craziness that's going to happen in the short term, aside from the fact that the rules committee and I'm assuming the commander advisory group are just trying to essentially protect themselves, and for good reason. That is the response of death threats and physical violence and harm is absolutely insane. Could we just freaking not? You are ephemerating Muldrifter. Okay. Yeah, the rules committee did say they'd been in talks with WotC over this for ages. They wouldn't reverse stuff. Yeah, pretty much. The other big thing is that they didn't announce, but they did say that they had been talking about creating a sort of unofficial, official tier list to help people communicate deck strength during, you know, when they're sitting down at a table and they're just like, here's the strength of my deck. The meme of EDH is, my deck's a 7 out of 10, you know? No. No. Let's... Boop. Counterspell. Okay. All right. Kind of like Smog and Tears for Pokemon, including an anything goes format where nothing is banned. Kind of. I don't think they'd ever be like, oh, here's an anything goes format for Commander. That would be insane. But, and I don't think there's going to be like any sort of like regulation on these tiers. Let's say like a tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. They laid out like a 4-tier system, right? So their 4-tier system would be like, 1 is here's your base Commander deck. Generally all precons and any common cards that go in there. Grave, Titan, Cultivate, Swords to Plowshare, those sorts of things. And then as you move up in tiers, there are cards that get gradually more and more powerful and or salty, right? So like Cyclonic Grift might put you into like a tier 3 deck, but Thassa's Oracle might put you into a tier 4 deck, right? All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so you're going to ephemerate that. Very interesting. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be official, but the presence of tiers allows for the phrase, y'all want an untiered match. Exactly. That is what the Wizards of the Coast article today. Ooh, you draw a card, then you gain life for the number of cards in your hand. Okay. That's exactly what they kind of laid out to be like, hey, my deck is running one tier 4 card with like whatever you want to call it, right? But it's like, let's say, I think they use the example of Ancient Tomb, right? Ancient Tomb might be considered a tier 4 card, you know, patent pending. But it's a tomb / graveyard themed deck, like actual like cemetery themed deck. So tomb is, you know, on brand for it. See if they want to fight over this. They kind of do. Oh, wait. Managed to get it? I did get it. Nice. It's funny that I'm here yapping on stream and just kind of meandering, and they are still down on time. Fun. Anyway, sure, get your Graven Charms, whatever, I don't care. Get me another land. One more land, I will be so happy. Not quite. Let's see. Yeah, Mirroring Mystic is a card, huh? Ooh, actually. That. Get those in. So many cards. Let's get these chump block Brewskis out of here. A 3-bin charm at the end of my turn? No. Kenku Artificer. There you are. No blocks. So yeah, my overall thoughts are pretty muddled right now on the commander format changeover. let's just say that I'm very, I don't know, upset with the community at large, and I'd rather see where the format goes casually from here. Because if there was ever any sort of thought that, yes, we're going to split the format into competitive and non-competitive, that's never going to happen now. I don't think WotC wants to split the format. The rules committee might have been more focused on that, but I really don't think that's going to happen now. Yeah, the thing is, people like to win, and they're going to try to win within whatever rules constraints they've got. They're going to be going for the powerful cards, right? So I do play fast mana in some of my decks. But I'm really not trying to like lock the game up by like turn 4. There are a lot of people, and I've played against one person who's genuinely the person in this old play group of mine, wonderful guy. He just was a spike, but he wasn't, you know, a butthead about it. He played some really high powered stuff for our table comparatively, with fast mana and counter magic and that sort of stuff. But, you know, he just wanted to min-max as best as he could within his budget, right? Like, Eternal Masters had just came out. He got a Vamp Tutor. He got a Mana Crypt. They were dead low in price. Did he mind being the arch enemy? Absolutely not. He reveled in that. He loved when we would sort of gang up on him and be like, all right, let's do this. But then some of like the derpier like battle cruiser cards we were playing were also just able to beat his face. It's just like, well, what can you do against an 8/8? Okay. So, you know, that's the kind of stuff that it can be fun with that sort of dynamic. Other times it might not be fun with that dynamic, you know? Again, it's just communication. Nice. Commander is over. Yes and no. I don't think it's over. I don't think really anything is going to change in the short term. Heck, even in the medium term. Commander is still going. The Commander community needs a lot of self-reflection, that's for darn sure. The people that ended up doing these shenanigans need a checkup from the neck up, in my personal professional opinion. How long until every commander can be a planeswalker? Now that's an interesting question. What was it? There was a format. There was like another community format that did it. Oathbreaker. Oathbreaker was a format where it had its own sort of subset of rules and restrictions, but it was basically you could play with a planeswalker as your commander, along with some other interesting features. Okay. Okay, well, I got any red return, huh? Seder Wayfinder. Go get me something, buddy. That's something, buddy. Boop. That's going in the graveyard. That's going on top. I think Troll of Khazad-dûm is the play here. They're going to counterspell it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Or Thraben Charm it, I should say. Cool imps my hand. I know, right? Serby here. Honestly, with how they've been pulling back on printing planeswalkers, they probably don't go that path. I agree. They went a little ham on the planeswalkers to the point where they're really meaningless now. That's the problem. When you print so much of a thing, that thing becomes completely worthless. It's why, so like, for example, I bought a number of packs from the Lord of the Rings sets, and I opened up in one of them a foil full art The Shire, like the special art full art foil, and I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. It's 50 cents. Iconic kind of card. It's just completely worthless. Unless the card is meant for competitive, it's not going to do anything. And that's just sad. So Archaeomancer got back the Thraben Charm, right? Cool. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's get in there with the imp. Is it sad though? I think it's just the inevitable conclusion of where the current business mindset of Wizards of the Coast is, you know? People have more access to them, which is always a good thing, but it does mean that you know, you pull a special, and is it actually special? Pulled a 6-0 card in your pre-release? Ooh, very nice. My significant other pulled a foil The Meat Hook Massacre 2 out of their Duskmourn pre-release pack, along with 2 special guest cards. It was kind of loaded. It was nuts. What if dual lands be banned from tier 1? I don't think they're going to be banning cards based on tier. I think the tiers are literally just there for discussions. I think OG dual lands, I don't think mana fixing per se is going to be in there. Fetch lands does not make a tier deck. Shock lands does not make a tier deck. I feel like you're going to have more discussions about cards that are salty. You're going to have discussions about cards that like mass land destruction, or like Winter Orb stasis effects, Cyclonic Rift. I think that's honestly what you're going to see from now on, is that kind of discussion. I don't think the cards are going to be banned per se, but I also don't think that we have to worry about them being, you know, as much of a issue. Like, again, creating a foundation for talking points is very valuable. Breath weapon, sure. Bolt? Galvanic discharge. Okay. Sure. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not dredging. Man, I am 1/2 mana short of what I want to be doing now. Will the system guarantee perfectly matched games? No. And that might be fine at your table, but if it gets conversation started, that's great for the table. Exactly. That's almost quoted verbatim from the article. Basically, they just want people to be able to quote unquote rule zero easier, to actually make games more enjoyable and fun for everyone at the table, not just for one person. As you say, Serby, y'all mind if I bring a higher power deck? Y'all gang up on me, that's part of a challenge. That is definitely part of the discussion, and people should have that notion of saying or asking that. I've had that kind of conversation at my tables so often. Even if I'm kind of comfortable where I know, oh, hey, we're going in this just to like putz around with silly stompy decks, like I still ask the question just to make sure we're all on the same page. Now what we got here? Be fine if Commander started with this system, but now I'm worried about designing decks because they might not be in the right tier. Yeah, I mean, that's a worry, but Magic is ever changing. I think people get worried that their deck's going to just sit or like be difficult to brew at first, but I'm like, that's always the case, isn't it? I'm looking at deck lists of mine that are 7-8 years old now, and I've had fun and they've stagnated for 7 or 8 years. But now I'm looking at them going, oh, this is going to be a chore and a pain to update them with cards that I think are more flavorful or more efficient or whatever. It's really just part of the nature of a deck building game. Having to think about multiple things, yeah, can be burdensome, but that's part of the fun, in my opinion. That's why I love brewing EDH decks. You know, putzing around with these, cool brews in Pauper. It's just the sort of brain exercise that I enjoy. Serby, you're honestly 100% correct. Like, you gotta rip the band-aid off at some point in order to make some serious change. You can't keep just banging your head against the wall and expect something different to occur other than a concussion. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Absolutely correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure they've got another galvanic discharge, or this is going to be a Thraben charm. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Something I think everyone can agree at some point that, yeah, something in Commander needed to change, either structurally, format wise, or whatever, right? How and what is what? Those are the questions. I know for a fact that this ban did affect me in a way. So like slightly tangenting from the topic at hand, right? So over the past few weeks, I've been trying to build a Skithrix Infect EDH deck for my significant other, right? So I am trying to make a infect deck that is pretty turbo, pretty I want to win the game now sort of deck, because that's what they want. And I can give that to them. I can absolutely give that to them. Let's see, counterspell. No counterspell. But the issue was that if you wanted to make a deck, this was Skithrix, the Blight Dragon from Scars of Mirrodin. The issue with trying to make a pretty aggro, make sure to kill 3 people at the table sort of deck is that you need fast mana, right? So you needed Mana Crypt and a Vault, probably something along the lines of like Chromox or what have you. And you know, a couple of these I have, but Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt I did not. I missed the boat on Mana Crypt a long time ago from its printing in Eternal Masters, and I just did not have that. So it was just like, oh, if I really wanted to make this deck the way they wanted it, it would have to shell out to like $200 just on a couple cards. Wasn't exactly okay with that, and neither were they. So it's like, all right, I'm going to have to think about things, right? So ban list comes. I'm like, oh, well, I'm glad that, you know, I didn't go that route. Proxy, yeah, proxy is absolutely a thing that we could do. Let's get that counterspell out of their hand. That's fine. Forget if they still have Thraven Charm. No, but they might have the Ephemerate. Nope, they do have the Thraven Charm. Alrighty, opponent. Go get it. Anywho, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to build this Skithrix, the Blight Dragon deck with a bunch of recursion in mind. I'm going to go the scam route, like with Grief and Fury. So, you know, Not Dead After All, Undying, Persist, whatever it may be, you know? But at the same point, I was like, you know what? I see this deck, you know, these decks happening here. And what it really is, you know, they're going to be, people are going to look for the next best mana accelerant, right? And what's really the next best mana accelerant in EDH right now? You're looking at things like Chromox, you're looking at things like Mana Vault, you're looking at things like Grim Monolith, right? These are the other fast mana positive things. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy 1 or 2 Mana Vaults. Put it on the credit card and get them, you know, now, because they're going to go way up, right? And there is an above 0% chance, there is at least a 10% chance that they're going to get banned if this is the precedent that's being sold, right? Like this, they're going to look at Grim Monolith, especially Grim Monolith, on the reserve list. Mana Vault, most definitely, because it's 1 mana, and go, this is more fast mana, and we don't want these insanely lopsided starts. Let's ban these. So, you know, buying in my neck of the woods, they were about $60 to $70 a pop, right? For a Mana Vault. The Grim Monolith back then, you know, 2 weeks ago was like, what, 140, 160, something around there. You go on to TCG Player now, Mana Vault, $140, $130 in like heavily played condition. You look at Grim Monolith, up over $200, some going up to $300, $400, right? So people are going to just move the goalpost to the next best card. And that's fine. That's what happens with bans. But the people that got super salty about it act like they've got no recourse. Of course you do. Take out those cards. You obviously spent money or opened up the stuff, whatever. Sell them for whatever you can. It's not going to be the highest dollar amount, but let's face it, you weren't going to sell them at the highest dollar amount to begin with. You were going to play them and then buy the other cards. Like, what do you want? So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where my thoughts are regarding that. Do I think WotC is going to do any better or any worse at regulating the format? I really can't say. I don't think it's one way or the other. But people are going to want to play high-powered cards regardless of what is or is not legal in the format, or how the format is looked upon or curated. So whatever. I'm a slime that just built a Jund deck, right? I'm a slime that just rebuilt a Reese the Redeemed tokens deck to make it more consistent, more quote unquote powerful than what it was. You can play multiple styles of decks and be happy with things in one area of the format and be mad at things in another area of the format, right? That's magic. That's just magic. I think I'm very lucky in that my original play group was essentially playing 60 card vintage where it was just basically like, if you're going to play like a Sol Ring, it's only a one of. If you're going to play a Demonic Tutor, it's only a one of. No one had power. Basically, no one had original duels, but it was just like anything goes. But if you're going to play a vintage card, it's restricted. Okay. But yeah, that was kind of the group I grew up in Magic with. And I'm happy that I did. I think that is a healthy way to kind of look at things. Do that. Y'all were playing casual vintage Lamau. Exactly. But what it really was like, okay, so we started playing around the time of Shards block, Shards of Alara. I started collecting Magic in Eventide, but I really started playing Magic in Shards of Alara, Conflux, that time. My first real 60 card decks really started to get into their own around Zendikar. And this was just 60 card casual, build whatever I wanted to and be like, ooh, I can play this card from like this weird set called Onslaught. Okay, sure. Artificial Evolution with Turn Timber Ranger. I have Infinite Wolves. I mean, Infinite Allies. Oh, wow. Let's mulligan this. It's not really all that great. That's somewhat better. We'll get rid of the Convincing Mirage. But yeah, I mean, like one of the things that was going big right then was vampires. Zendikar really brought Vampire Tribal onto the map. So that was kind of crazy. Thicker wellspring in a forest. Okay, so this is Glee. Good to know. Darn. That's some nice mana you got there, buddy. Be a shame if it didn't untap. Anyway, but like one of the guys had a 5-color control deck that was an absolute pile. It ran like Akroma's Vengeance. It ran Baneslayer Angel, which was a freaking $40 card at the time. Let me remind you. Asking Brute Scale, yep. Man, well, that kind of sucks. I hope I get to spell pierce this dude's enchantment that he's clearly going to play right now with only 3 mana on the table. Oh, you fool, you foolish fool. And like in our play group, it was like, oh, we have to ban, like we have to house ban Exsanguinate. We house banned Exsanguinate, ladies and gentlemen, because it was too strong for our 6-player 60-card casual games. It's too good. Get out of here. But yeah, I mean, that was just the thing. Oh, nope. Now the combo. Yep. Okay. Good sideboarding. All right. So they are that. Honestly, I like. Take out the manta rays and crap. Let's do that. I mean, when you exsanguinate X equals 4 at a 6-person table, that's kind of insane, right? we were in college. We were playing Magic or on a literal billiards table, on a pool table, and we had 8 people, and we would one single 60-card game would take like 2 hours, right? Unless someone was playing elves, in which case they just kind of comboed off. Regardless, once it changed over from 60-card casual to Commander to EDH, OG EDH, those games went well into the night. It was nuts. Red mana. Cleansing Wildfire. It's not indestructible when it's an island, ladies and gentlemen. It is not. I think I'm going to counterspell whatever they play here. Wait, what? Wait, what? What happened there? What? Did I misclicked so horribly? Lol. Hi Munitions, how you doing? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. All right. I meant to click counterspell, not boomerang. Rather than chrysalis. Sure. Get rid of the spell pierce. I don't think spell pierce is really going to do anything for me right now. I'll get rid of the black mana. Sure. Nice. But yeah, I think Commander as a format is going to survive. I feel like people are now going to be very uncertain about what's going on, but that's fine. I mean, like, that's the majority of Magic, right? Yes, please. Attack me with your 4/5. Life is but a resource. Makeshift munitions. Yup. Very nice. Want to throw it at me? Sure. Oh. Wait, what? What did you do? Oh, you got the blood token. Alrighty. But yeah, that's just the opinion of a simple little slime. I definitely feel like you know, things could be a lot better than what they are currently. Whether or not Wizards of the Coast themselves can deliver on that is, you know, that is yet to be seen. But I think that the Rules Committee and the Commander Advisory Group have absolutely every right to essentially bail, because they got completely it is just bad. Plain and simple. I'm at a loss for words describing how absolutely stupid that situation is for them. Well timed. Get in there, my little glider. I do know that I'm still going to be building commander decks. I'm not selling out of the format. Nothing like that is happening. That's garbage. They're adapting at sorcery speed. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have a lot of fun building a bunch of decks later today. I'm working on decks later today. And I do suggest that my viewers go and do the same. Just build Magic, play Magic, be happy, be friendly. Kick butt in the games. Don't try to kick butt IRL. Oh no, your duress took out my counterspell. How dare you? Do you have an opponent? Do you have an untapped black source? Come on, what you got? Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Don't think that's a really good choice against my deck, but probably didn't really have anything to board out. Basically, at this point, I just want more duders. Okay. Are you going to throw the Nihil Spellbomb at me, or... Go 1-2, take those guys out? Okay. It's really interesting. Alright. Take 2, opponent. Blood Fountain. Yep. Probably the Oath and the Writhing Chrysalis if I had to guess, but you also just don't have any black mana right now. I'm essentially winning this race. Well, unless they do something with this. Ooh. Yeah, let's discard Boomerang. Attack with all creatures, go! In order to play Magic, I should first organize my extensive collection. That is correct. And you can do that with today's sponsor. Nobody. No sponsorships. I only get like 5 viewers a stream anyway. No. I somehow get like several dozen to maybe like 100 or so views on my VODs, on my VOD channel. That's cool. But no sponsorships for me. Maybe I should put up like a Ko-fi or Ko-fi, whatever they call it now. See if people want to have a tip jar for this little Slimoo. That's just trying to vibe and play games. Ooh. Yeah, I've got my SO and I have a pretty large Magic collection. At least we think. We got a 72 drawer card catalog that we've been meaning to put our cards into and organize, but it's just been, when do we have the spare week of time to go through the cards, sort them, and put them into drawers, right? That's been the issue. Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's mulligan this. I can do better. Keep that, get rid of one of the islands, and go. Island Ponder. Do I want counter spell? No. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. Yeah, God, I feel that. I actually spent a bit of money this month, and we bought some more Ultimate Guard boulders for our commander decks, and we bought some archives, the 400 card archives, because it's just great to keep those organized and out of the way, rather than just having a whole bunch of loose boxes all over the place rattling around. I kind of like, so for many years I have been a modern collector slash player. So like all the sets from 8th edition up, I tried to get a bunch of commons, uncommons, rares from, just to keep like what was competitive in my collection. But that kind of fell off when took a hiatus a few years back. Rally at the Hornberg. Create 2 1/1 tokens. Humans you control gain haste. Spicy. Very spicy. So I have a fairly large collection of cards up until like Hour of Devastation, I want to say, somewhere around there. All right, let's see. Modern Age, what can you dig for us? Other Spreading Seas. Honestly, probably the island, because this coming turn I can play Manta Ray and start blocking these dudes, or like Spire Golem and start blocking these dudes. I have so many Return to Ravnica block commons, bought so many boosters that year. Yeah, my bulk commons from RTR block are in several boxes. It's way too many. Just way too many. But yeah, so at first I was like sorting them by set / block. Ooh, Rites of Initiation deck. That's what this is. Wow. Okay. Fair dues. We're just dead. Inside boarding. 15 bazillion anti-red cards. And I'm pretty sure we just nix the Seize Claim, nix the Convincing Mirage. We probably actually put in the Echoing Truths over the Boomerangs. There we go. What the hell is that card? All right. Where are you? Rites of Initiation. It is a single red for an instant. Oops. Get back here. Discard any number of cards at random. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. You can just discard your hand and give your team +X/+0. Yeah. I think it's from Odyssey. I think. It's either from like Tempest, from Odyssey or something like that. It was crazy. All right. Yeah, this looks like a good hand. Yes, sir. This is the hand of all time. I don't think I want Modern Age. I do want another island, though. Yeah, Odyssey. Cool. I remembered that. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, a lot of my collection is sorted by, or I shouldn't say a lot. The commons, uncommons portion of my collection is sorted by set and then by color alphabet, right? So it's like, it's by set. So I have 8th edition and then sorted by white, blue, black, red, green. And within those, it's A through Z, right? But, my rares are organized just by color in that alphabet. So I have white rares, blue rares, black rares, blah, 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 colorless, gold, lands, and then A to Z. So that's like, you know, let's say that's like 30%, and then the rares are 30%. So what's the rest of the stuff? Well, that's all the crap from taking apart commander decks over the years. And it is abysmally hard to do that. Sure, get in for 2. That's fine. So I don't know how I want to exactly organize my /our collection moving forward. It may be as simple / terrible as essentially have to reorganize what I've done so that it's just all by color and then alphabet. Which is a huge overhaul from having to take 30 odd sets worth of Magic that are in set order, color alphabet order, and then mashing all the colors together. But I mean, is it any better or worse than having to do that with the whole rest of our collection? Like, I know what set the cards are from, but my SO has not memorized every card imaginable like I have. So it's probably better that we just do it by color and then alphabet. Because then it's like, oh, if I want a specific printing of the card, that's essentially less important nowadays. I don't know why, but like when I was collecting the modern stuff, I always tried to make sure I got the modern border or like the modern printing of a card. So let's say Tormod's Crypt. I wanted to get the time spiral, time shifted one to be like, see, no, it's legal in modern. It doesn't really matter. This is the internet age. Eventually I got to go back and actually do that. I think one of the other big factors that has been pushing me away from doing that project is that the card catalog itself needs physical modification. So the drawers on card catalogs are not standard. Hello? Oh, you're sacrificing stuff to ping me and draw cards, I guess. Card catalog drawers can be a wide range of makes. Older card catalogs were wooden troughs, essentially, you know, left side, right side, bottom. And they'd have the metal pole going through the middle of it for the cards of the card catalog to stick to. But more modern ones, and by modern I mean at least from like the 60s onwards, were made of plastic. So you would have adjustable, like adjustable drawer like sliders inside to help keep the cards upright, and those would be on like plastic tracks. So in order for those not to damage the magic cards, I'd basically have to take a Dremel or like some sort of sander or grinder and grind the plastic away so it didn't create like a groove in the border of the cards. Now I'll just get in for 2. I'm not going to be greedy. I want to keep a double Hydroblast, essentially. I like having per standard year binders. Yeah. We'll see if opponent wants to go to a game 3 here. Since this is the practice room, I wouldn't be surprised if they said no. Nope, they do want to. Interesting. Cool. I think that's a mulligan. It's not great. This at least has some more interaction. I can dig it. Let's see here. Probably get rid of 1 island. We have a cantrip and a couple card draw, you know, lootings from the modern age here. Opponent also mulligan to 6 cards. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's my kind of thing. I know there have been a few posts on the Magic Reddit from people that have converted smaller card catalogs into their Magic holdings. And there's some really interesting ways that they've done, like, so on the face of each of the drawers has like the little label spot. So you'd say like this is from A to BEC or whatever for like the book names or what have you. And they've done it so like here's your set symbol or your color symbol, and then like A through C or whatever like that. Or if you're doing it by set, like how I was originally doing it, here's like your set from like, you know, Ravnica City of Guilds to Planar Chaos or whatever like that. That was really cool. I like that. Definitely, I think I saved one of those just for inspiration's sake. Some people got really, really creative with that. Oh, I can't counter you. No, how dare you? But yeah, I kind of want to do something like that for ours. When, as and if we manage to do that. All right. So basically, I need to Hydroblast whatever they play next. It's coming turn probably Frostburn Weird. And then after that, like Preordain or something, get some card filter going. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to keep up the counter spell here. Ooh. Actually, I like kind of both of these. Keep top, keep the spell up. Yeah. The first part of the stream was a very heavy conversation, a very downer conversation for like the first hour or so. So I kind of want to just pick up the vibes a bit. Just like playing this dirtily blue meme deck. If our opponents are really just not going to do stuff, then I'm going to ruin their lives. Do you have your red blast? Bolt me. Okay. What's the win con here? That's a good question. So we got Spreading Seas down. Ah, Blue Blast. That's nice. Oh no, they've played the second red source. How could I have ever foreseen this coming? Depending on what they decide to do here, I'm probably going to like end a turn blast this. Yeah. Very nice. Get down our Frostburn weirds. So here's our win con. It is a 1/4 that can become a 4/1. We have Spire Golems and we have Mantas. If we pull back, there's our list. Boop. We have Manta Ray. This is a 3/3 island home. It can only be blocked by blue creatures. And Spire Golem has affinity for islands. It's a 2/4 flyer. We have Modern Age, which is a 2/3 flyer. We have Frostburn Weird, which is a 1/4. Those are our win cons, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't get any better or worse than that. Yeah, this is just pure unadulterated blue. Blue decks go burr. We are attempting to land denial our opponents with Seas Claim, Spreading Seas, and Convincing Mirage, along with Boomerang, and then kind of control them out from the game, and they scoop it up. That's the gist. So we've got, let's get into our win cons here. Get into our land denial package. And then we've got a small spattering of counter magic and card selection here. Honestly, I probably want to go up one Preordain or two over the Ponders. This seems so much better. Ponder technically sees more cards. I don't really have any shuffle effects aside from Ponder. I just don't know if there's anything else I'd like to do other than that. Maybe consider or something. Weakstone Subjugation is a fun of, because this can also lock down artifact lands. We have our Screw You Red package, a bunch of dispels also against blue decks, Hydroblast effects, Echoing Truths against things like elves and what have you, Murmuring Mystics, yada yada. It is a jank frickin' list, but I like it. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm just going to go up to the Preordains here. Keep the one Ponder. Manta Ray is just kind of a sweet, it's a 3/3 unblockable, essentially. Like, we have Spire Golems and Frostburn Weirds to slow down the opponents. Vector Glider also can act as a bit of a buffer, bounces off of things like or Skyfisher and what have you. Manta Ray just gets through. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of it right now. Yeah, reorganize all that. It was a brew I built one day because way back in the day in Modern, if anyone remembers the pro player Travis Wu, he was basically the guy that put Living End on the map back in the day. I think he created the deck with part of his team, or I forget if he did it solo, whatever it may be. So super creative dude. Other things about him, not so great, kind of don't look into it too much. But he played a deck that essentially was, I want to say it was Splinter Twin that played no basic islands. And the reason why this eventually turned into Blue Moon, essentially. And Blue Moon was a deck that tried to Blood Moon out things and then counter spell what you couldn't cast. And he played a completely non-basic island version of it, so he could boil opponents. Let's see if I have that on this account. Boil. I don't. Boil is an uncommon that destroys all islands. And you use Seize Claim and Convincing Mirage and Spreading Seas to turn all of your opponent's lands into islands. So this is kind of an ode to that. Obviously the land destruction is not in Pauper, but that's kind of where I went with this. Toucan, may I ask you a weird question? You can ask. I may not answer, but you can ask. So yeah, I've just kind of been derping around with this deck. Now that the format is like 25% mono red, kind of interested to see how this deck does. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, I'm going to go grab a water real quick. So Toucan, you can go ahead and put your question in there, and I will answer it as soon as I get back. BRB, guys. Haboop. Boop. Hey, I'm back. Very quick break on that. Had a water bottle I was able to empty, so that saved me a trip. Oop. All right. So now for the long-awaited question here. A I'll answer the not weird question first, and then I'll answer the weird question, just to build suspense for the people watching the VOD. Can't a bunch of old fish and ships only attack people who control islands? Yes, there was an old mechanic, kinda sorta, called Island Home. And that's what Manta Ray technically has. So it can only attack if the defending player controls an island, and you can only have it if you control an island, because it lives in the sea. That's the flavor. But it was a terrible mechanic, so they got rid of it. Bunch of old creatures had this ability, so that if you controlled no islands, you had to get rid of the creature. And yeah, this one just seemed to be like an interesting mono blue beater, where suddenly you could make it unblockable guaranteed. It's still 3/3. It dies to bolt, it dies to a whole bunch of stuff, but like, I don't know, it's pretty nice. Let's see here. The other question, the odd question from Tukin is, who's your favorite Muppet? Honestly, yes, out of the blue, it's a weird question, but it's a fun one. I think, so I grew up watching reruns of the old Muppet Show from like the 70s, 80s, whatever it was. And my favorite character or characters from that show were Gonzo. Gonzo was one of my favorites. He was just so nuts. I loved his energy. And Statler and Waldorf. Those were the two old men up in the balcony of the theater that were heckling the Muppets on stage. I am absolutely a Statler and Waldorf kind of guy. I feel like my humor is Statler and Waldorf, whereas me trying to merely exist for a day in real life is Gonzo. Yeah. Inside of you, there are two Muppets. But yeah, no, that's a fun question. They are my favorites. Yeah, they're mine too, Toucan. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am going to do one more in here. Maybe I'll take this into a league. Maybe I'm going to do a quick look through to see if there's any new Duskmourn blue cards. Maybe I'll switch out the mantas for some new Duskmourn cards, but otherwise I might just take this oddball fellow into a league and just say, screw it. Let's waste the tickets. Because after all, again, Magic is not for profit. You know, in general, Magic is just for fun, and that's what we're doing. Our opponent is Go Easy Please. Opponent, man, have I got news for you. Well, this is generally a hand. Let's keep. Depending on what they do, it's probably turn 1 preordained / turn 1 island. Forest. Oh, I see. Well, we can't have that now, can we? No, no, no. Second forest. Oh, Deadly Recluse. All right, we've got something interesting here, folks. You can go on the bottom. Green. Do I want to keep a Spell Pierce? Probably not. Okay. I like the boomerang here. Interesting, this is the Commander Masters version. Oh no, opponent, I am so sorry. Go ahead and discard. What are they going to discard? Are they discarding the Recluse? What are they going to discard? Gnarlback Rhino. When you cast a spell that targets Gnarlback Rhino, draw a card. Oh. Ooh boy. I don't think I have much to worry about my opponent this game. I think I've pretty screwed them. Oh. Yeah, that's... Was it double masters? Interesting. There's the Recluse again. Alright, now we've flooded out, which is not great. Alright, we're gonna wait here. Deadly Recluse. Now that was a card. Huh, actually there were 5 cards printed with the Island Home keyword, 1 in Mirage, 3 reprints in 5th edition, and Manta Ray in Weatherlight, which is in fact Manta Ray's only printing. Pick up them for 3 cents. You are correct. Oh no, we are flooding out so hard. You know what? Let's get in here. YOLO. Okay. Oh, Frostburn weird. You are weird. Oh. Okay. All right, get in there for 4. Get rid of your blocker. Opponent has to have stuff to play now. 4 mana, double green now. You better believe. Yep. You've got a Rhino. A little late there, buddy. I am technically winning this race. God, they were really scared of making creatures powerful in the beginning. Yes. People really don't believe us that Serra Angel was one of the best creatures for a good long time, and that Baneslayer Angel completely obliterating Serra Angel was like an earth-shattering move. I cannot describe just the amount of shock that Baneslayer Angel had in the community at the time. People that were around at the time understand that. Island Fish just got... Yep. And it was also an island fish, which meant you could fetch it with Polluted Delta. I'm joking. That's a joke. I did have people say that you could ramping growth into like a taiga, and I'm like, actually, I can't do that. Back in my day, we had damage on the stack and we liked it. I did not. I didn't understand it back then. Okay. All right, I'll take 4. Go ahead and play Spider, I'm assuming? Some other thingum? Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Rip Mog Fanatic. It was good until the change. Yeah. The change was necessary. Like, there's no need to make an already insanely complicated... Ooh. Ooh, okay. Well, I got. All right, go ahead and block. Yeah, there's no point in having a game that is already super duper complex and deep. It'd be even more so in that regard. All right, Manta Ray, you're gonna have to bring it home. Did not need to draw 4 islands in a row, but thanks, Stack. Yeah, same reason they killed Mana Burn. Yeah, pretty much. Mana Burn is just one extra thing to take track of every single step and phase of the game. It was a headache. Attack for 5, I go to 11. I attack for 3, they go to 9. They are now winning the race. Horrific. What? How dare you? How dare you with your checks notes, green deck, fight my creatures. Having to track 3 different damage counters on top of your life is, yeah, try that in a 6-player game. That was abysmal. Yep, concede. Let's go to sideboarding. So I like dispels. I like weak stone subjugations. What do I not like? I don't think Boomerang's doing it for me. Definitely bringing the weak stones for that. Let me cut 2 of those. And a Mirage. Honestly, the Sea Claims are probably just better than Mirages, right? Oh, you go in. All right. Let's go, opponent. This is an interesting hand. I have no real interaction, but I do have a game plan. I'll do that. Why not? This is just for funsies. Preordain. Yeah, I'll do that. I like it. Let's get Frostburn Weird down. Manta Ray is a bit of a dead card right now because I don't have a way to give them an island. Womp womp. Trample, okay. That's fine. Ponder. Ooh, okay. Island will go back. Weak stone, and then I think spreading seeds. Now we can use our manta ray. Opponent. Fiddly Recluse. Hello. Do I think they have mutagenic growth? No. All right, we got the walls up. Shields are up now. We've got weak stone subjugation to tap down a 4-drop when, as, and if they get there. Okay. What was the thing that... I think I'll just take it. I want to have mana open so that I can do something with the companion if he does a combat trick. Reach and Death Touch, huh? Such a nice card. Can you give it a hexproof? You are. Very clever. All right, Manta Ray, go. I like this. This is fun. I'll come back here, card preview. How dare you go away? I'm expecting that +1/+1 counter giving thingam on there. I mean, the Death Touch lifelink. In any event, I can pump this to help kill it, even at 3 mana, or 3 toughness. Because that's my line of thought. Okay. Okay. Horrific assortment. Sure. Okay. Get in there, fish. Fish. Blub, blub. Another fish. 6 unblockable turn, ladies and gentlemen. Sure. I will take that. I will go to 12. Alright, they did not play anything that warrants me holding this back at the moment, so I'm okay with that. Get rid of one of their deck recluses, that's fine. And good. So now I have 6 lands. I can play a top decked Spire Golem for free. I probably want to change out perhaps the 1 Ponder and maybe like 2 of the islands or so, 3 of the islands for Lorien Reveal. That might be good. Getting the card draw at the end of the game is pretty nice. Vines of Vastwood. Sure. Well, now I know I'm at least blocking with one thing. Get out of here. All right, opponent. We are neck and neck. You can technically horrific assault my Frostburn Weird to get rid of it. Then you've only got a single green afterwards. Unless you're playing exactly Groundswell, I guess. I don't know, or Might of Old Krosa. Come on. Come on. Thank you. I did call the Giant Growth or some sort of effect, so it might be Giant Growth plus like Ranger's Guile or whatever it is. In which case, hey, at least I attempted to kill this thing. Oh, they just let it happen. That works too. All right, GG's opponent. I know you can't actually block with that, but I was doing it just to send a message. All right, sideboarding. Nothing. Going to game 3. Let's go. It's kind of crazy to see that turbo fog is actually slowly creeping up in the Pauper metagame nowadays. Like, what? All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Preordain's fun. Is this a keep? Is it? I think one mulligan. This is mildly better. More of the control-y path. Keep that. I'll get rid of Dispel for now. I'm more worried about their creatures. Hi, Dispel. Why are you back? I swear I put you on the bottom of the library. How dare you? Deadly Recluse? Yep. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, more lands? Okay. Let's see if we can get there. Death Touchers are a nice, nice addition here to this deck. All right, so we have a Dispel in case they try to do something crazy here, which is probably not going to happen, but whatever. They attack with one of these guys, we weakstone it. Yepper, we got that. I'm going to keep up Counterspell here, just in case. Okay. Get down the weird. Now we have Counterspell, just in case. Dispel, just in case. And our Manta Ray. Alright, we now have a clock. This is exactly what the deck wants to do. Shut down the opponent. Dirtle. We got our walls. We've got our unblockable creature. Our opponent is probably discarding the hand size. Magic as Richard Garfield intended it. We are essentially lightning bolting our opponent every turn. We are technically a burn deck. That's how that works, right? Oh no, they've got a green mana. No. Yeah. Yeah. It do be like that though. Go easy, please. I am sorry. I don't care. I really don't care. Also, how dare you have two different versions of them? That is not allowed. I'm gonna hold on to the Spire Golem just in case I draw a Modern Age. I honestly don't need it right now, and I don't mind discarding it. Are we the baddies? No. This is the blue deck that you always feared when you were just learning Magic. Like, oh, he just counters all my stuff. Oh, he just denies all my resources. His creatures are too good. What's going on? Blue is so broken. This is exactly the deck. Oh, yes, please. GG's opponent. Thank you for the good game. Oh, that was fun. Deliciously evil. All right, let's get rid of the ponder and then like 3 of the islands. Warren revealed. Yeah. I totally can spell this correctly. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'll run it like that. All right. 15 islands with 4 Lorien revealed. Is that kind of what people are playing nowadays? They're playing like 16. They're playing like 18. Oh, blue-black control. Oh, blue-black control wants a lot of lands. 16. Now this deck's out of date, so I can't really go by it. Dum 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 dum. You know what? I'll keep it like this. I think that's fine. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink here, ladies and gentlemen. And then we are going to take too much water. We're taking too much water into a league. So I will be right back. Boop and boop. And we will go into a league with this meme deck and see how much we get raw full stop. Playing Pokemon Sapphire in MTG, sign me up. Exactly. 7 out of 10, too much water. We are all trumpets. Abu. Boop. Hey. How's everyone? I'm back. All right, we're actually going to be playing a league. Nyom. I know we are literally, checks notes, 2.5 hours into the stream, but we are absolutely now playing a league. And we are wasting value. Absolutely vomiting value here. With our meme water deck. Let's keep it. Boop. Target acquired. Let's preordain. Get rid of those. Another Lorien reveal. That's fun. Probably the correct opponent. Ooh. Madness. Grixis. Interesting. Should have technically done that on my upkeep. I did not. Oh well. Let's preordain again. I want counterspell. Nice. Okay. Grixis Affinity. Okay. What do I want to get rid of here? Probably the black mana. Okay. All right, we're going up against a deck that is one of the best in the format. Let's go. Opponent thinking really hard. Opponent thinking really hard. 10 cards in hand. Oh. Refurbished Familiar. Oh, opponent. I'm so sorry. I heal spell bomb. Oh no! Oh no, they are going to nothing. That's what nihil actually translates to, is nothing. Nice. Opponent, that's a nice island you have there. Calf Blast? Sure. That is not a swamp. Candy Trail. Oh. Shame, no black sources anymore. I know. How dare you? Artifact Land Island. I can now Ancient Grudge this, by the way. Indestructible no longer exists on that card. Opponent. Searching for something. They don't know what. They're just trying to find something. Mirror Enforcer. Usually a good card. Usually. Ooh. I want to do that right now. No, I think I'm going to Modern Age. Spreading Seas is just too much of a meme at this point. Which is exactly why I'm going to do it. Galv Blast me, yep. Okie dokie, artichoke. They have a clock. Three mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can just play out a bunch of Mirror Enforcers and I'm probably just dead. Honestly, I'm really hoping to rip one of my other boomerangs right now because that helps me get rid of Mirror Enforcer until the next 3 come down. Opponent is absolutely perplexed. There is no doubt about it. Kenku Artificer. Sure. Do I try to thin? I feel like trying to thin right now is the way to go. So we get a draw and then a second draw. Sure, dude. Get rid of my graveyard. Seize claim. Perfect. Lauren revealed. Perfect. We are dead. Concede game. Again, sideboarding. Probably Dispels. Probably Weakstone Subjugations. Honestly, Frostburn Weird probably not pulling their weight in this match. Feels weird to get rid of that, but it's probably true. Convincing Mirage, also probably not great. Well, hold on. Do I like it over Boomerang? Kind of like it over Boomerang. Spell Pierce is interesting. Dispel. Honestly, I don't think I need all 3 Dispels. Let's just bring in 2. There we go. We'll trim that. All right, let's see what we can do here. Very controlling-ish hand. Is this what we want? Land preordain into land counterspell. I really think this is too dirtily. I'm gonna mulligan this. That is not good. All right. We'll do that. Honestly, weaker than what I was hoping for. Land. Damn. Come on, land. Lauren revealed. Land. Crap. What is this? Oh, by the way, I went 3-2-0 at the Duskmorn pre-release. Oh, very nice, Serby. Congratulations. That's really cool. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. Another familiar. Oh, wow. All right. I'll get rid of this golem. Like, whatever. Probably Boomerang was the right choice there. Nope. All right. Next match. Grixis Affinity. I mulliganed into Oblivion there. Maybe the first hand was a better keep. But yeah, I kind of wanted to play more of the land denials strategy and ended up just fizzling. Womp womp. Ragged Playmate MVP. Ooh, okay, okay. Very interesting. I haven't been able to go to an in-store pre-release or release in quite some time, so I'm happy that others are. Always such a good time. And this has no lands. Oh no, this also has no lands. This is not a good sign. I will keep this. Probably Boomerang and Island if I had to guess. Let's see. Opponent, what are you on? Ooh. Potentially Dredge. That's funny. I'm liking this. So if this is Dredge, that's good. If this is Eldrazi Ramp, I'm less happy. Arbor Elf. Okay. Honestly, you know what's funny here? That. Arbor Elf. Oh, I have bad news for you, mate. Bad news for you. He's not a forest there, bruv. He's an island. This is turn 3, by the way. They missed their second land drop. Fair. That is fair. Mountain. That's a mountain. Yup. Get in for 1. Yup. Alrighty. Getting sideboarding. Yep. So I like weak stone subjugation here. Honestly, I feel like I really enjoy playing the tempo plan. I think, honestly, I'm cutting like Spire Golems here and maybe... Yeah. Oh, I like that. Dragon's Breath or Breath Weapon, whatever it is, doesn't really hurt me that bad. Do that. I like the idea of playing the Mana Denial deck. I'll keep this. If I can't imagine mulliganing here. Topir Sprawl. Sure. Oops, there we go. Let's set up some of our draws. Honestly, I like both of these. One, two, three. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's your quiz for the day. Do both of these fall off if I turn this into an island? What are you going to pick, opponent? You picked Chrysalis and a Relic Progenitus for some reason. And another Relic Progenitus. Now that is a 2-for-1. Alrighty, opponent. They got 3 mana. Lead the Stampede. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, we know their entire hand now. That's incredible. All right, so 1, 2, 3. There is something to be said for boomeranging the mountain. If I boomerang the mountain, then they cannot play Writhing Chrysalis if they top deck a land. I feel like Arbor Elf is also a consideration. Well, okay, so if they just top deck a land, we counter the Writhing Chrysalis. Okay, yeah, no, I think I've got the line now. Red. Forest cycling. All right, you can absolutely forest cycle. We'll boomerang the elf. Oops. That was very close. Hope you like playing blue-green there, guy. So we have some amount... some amount of pressure here. Arbor Elf is gone. Sure. There's another land drop. Okay. I think we just refill our hand here. And then next turn we can weak stone something that they play off the rip. We can seize claim another one of their sources. Like that. Do I counterspell right now? Just have that. Just in case. Oh, you are absolutely not having the initiative, my guy. I think I modern age getting rid of a manta, or do I manta now? How many counterspells are gone? One counterspell, two counterspells. All right. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Modern age first? I agree, Serby. I agree. All right, I feel like Convincing Mirage is not really doing anything right now, right? I think that's weaker than just having a 3/3 eater at some point. Like later I can lay this down and it's just, you know, boom, 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 boom. I think we get rid of Convincing Mirage. And then we just put the Fear of God in them and wait to see what they plan to do. I have a feeling these are the only two red sources aside. I'm Assuming I want to... I mean, Spell Pierce is not getting any better. Okay. I mean, that might have been a case for keeping Convincing Mirage. Ooh, yeah, we don't need a second Manta Ray. All right, shields are down for a turn, opponent. Don't abuse this. What are they smoking? The dude used the islands to pay the 2, right? Not only that, but he paid the 1 green for the Utopia Sprawl, but then put it on a tapped forest. Nicksborn High. Wow. Wait, they play this in this deck? Okay. Sure. All right, Preordain, what do we got? Nice. One, two, 3 Utopia Sprawls. I don't think they have any other red mana. Sure. Eldrazi, Purposer, and Annoyed Altasaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I think this is what you call turning the corner. Maybe. Would be ashamed if that Hydra became perma-tapped, right? I'm kind of surprised they're running the Hydra, to be honest, right? You're running Cascade creatures, and you cascade into a literal 0/1. I don't think you can choose to then pay like X green to bestow it. I think it's just a flop, right? Oh, nope, they did have the 7 mana. Darn. Womp womp. I miscalculated. Oh! Look at that. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. All right, Lorn revealed, Lorn revealed. We really do need another draw spell right now. That kind of sucks. Boomerang is funny. Take 6, buddy. Oh, they have another forest. I think this is the other Altasaur. Yes, it is. Utopia Sprawl. Haha. That's so funny. on, preordain. Oh, yes. Yes, indeedy do. Okay. Definitely Weakstone on top, definitely preordain on top. We're going to second preordain. Spreading Seas on the bottom, Weakstone on top, draw the Weakstone. That gets tapped. Get in there for 8. And now you're on the defense. All right. Next-born Hydra. See, this is exactly why. Why would you do this? That feels so bad. I don't think that's the correct call. Like, I love having infinite mana. Yay, we won the match! Oh, that's awesome. Guys, we just beat a tier 1 deck. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I'm so happy. I mean, things lined up really, really well for that. That was really cool. But yeah, Flood the Mountains was the call. Absolutely. They run 2 red sources tops and then 4 Utopia Sprawl. And being able to deny them those Utopia Sprawls, huge. Absolutely huge. I didn't actually see any wild growths either. I don't think they had any wild growths. Am I wrong? I think they were just using the Eldrazi spawn and the Utopia Sprawls. That's kind of crazy. I would have thought you'd put in the wild growths. Anyway. Oh, here we go. We are here for the league. We lost the die roll. Oh no. Let's see here. This is a very controlly hand. We're on the draw. I'll keep it. The Manta Ray is the only like really dead card right now. Boomerang, Counterspell, Spell Pierce are all pretty nice, to be honest. Seagate. All right, we're up against Gates. Coincidentally, Spreading Seas, very good against Gates deck, I would assume. So is this just blue-white Gates? This might just be blue-white Gates. Very, very spicy. Going the classic route, probably like Cat and stuff. Sacred Cat, Masked Gate. Protection from monocolored guy is going to be difficult. No. Squadron Hawk, sure. All right, we know you have 3 Hawks in hand. We know you have a bounced Seagate in your hand. There is Island. Modern Age, okay. Discarding Prismatic Strands, okay. Prismatic Strands, pretty good against us. I'm not gonna lie. opponent had to read the card. That means you're winning if they have to stop and pause and read the card. Sure. No. No. Said no. Why does Moto ask you to do that twice? Isn't preordained just strictly worse? Yeah, brainstorm is legal. Preordain is not worse because you can brainstorm your lock yourself. So you draw 3 cards, put 2 cards back from your hand, and now you know exactly what you're drawing for those 2. So if you didn't get what you wanted, it's just nothing. Preordain technically gives you free looks, but it depends how much shuffle effects you're playing in the deck. Yep, I guess I'm going to play Spire Golem. I'm not exactly liking how this panned out, this draw panned out for us. I mean, they get a Basilisk Gate, and, well, I hope I get a Seize Claim or a Spreading Seas or something like that. Let's see, do you discard another Squadron Hawk? I wouldn't mind getting another island here so I could like modern age away the Spell Pierce. I really don't think there's anything worth spell piercing here. Hardcast Lorien revealed. It's pretty good. All right. Well, let's see if Modern Age gets us there. Do we draw the 4th island that we need? We do. All right, Spell Pierce goes away. Spell Pierce just getting worse and worse. We have 4 unknown cards in hand. I mean, eventually they get to start pecking in for 2 a turn here with the 2 Vector Gliders, which is not nothing. Basilisk Gate. That's pretty good. We are drawing cards not in the order we want them. Ooh. Yeah, Frostburn Weird can go away. Get out of here. All right, so now we'll have a couple things that can bounce. Which will be good. Modern Age. Oh, I should have countered that. I should have countered that. That was a punt. They have the counter spell. That's fine. Well, I tried. All right, now they got a team of flyers. I'm still not getting any Spire Golems here. That's kind of sucky. All right, so they're getting a lot of card filtering here. Really good. Now they just Sacred Cat, Sacred Cat. Yep. At the very least, we get to keep up our walls a little bit. Now they're going to have 4 2/3 flyers, which is kind of rough. Probably another hardcast Lauren revealed. Yes, it is. Man, I wish I could draw a land. And or card draw. The Raven Charm. Yep, that's good. Start getting in there with the team. Not bueno. That's cool. That's definitely on the bottom. That's definitely on top. Say that. Pastor. Yeah, it's pretty bad. They've seen 13 more cards than I have. 16 more cards than I have. $19 more cards than I have. There's the last hawk. Shuffle away your brainstorm. Where's Guildgate? Yep. Attack in for a whole bunch of flying damage. Yeah. Okay, that's not gonna work. In sideboarding, dispels definitely come in. Is Echoing Truth really worth? Probably not. I like these. Anti-Ray feels way too slow. Can I just take out the boomerangs? Are boomerangs just that bad? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep. We shall do that. I mean, there's something to be said for swapping out dispels and spell pierces, perhaps. Ooh. That might be a keep. Turn to Convincing Mirage / Spreading Seas. That's pretty good. And honestly, Dispel's really cool and all that, but kind of want to hit other things right now. Why does it say the chosen color is black? What? Okay. That's very strange. Prismatic strands still in. The double prismatic strands still in. I think I keep up counter spell with spell pierce right now. Sure. Gate is fun. Sacred Cat, worth it. Counterspell. All right, got down to Frostburn Weird. They embalmed the cat. Not worried about it. Another Basilisk Gate. Wait, oh, I should have spell pierced that. I forgot I had spell pierce and not just a spell. No, I punted. Rough. Never did not have it. I can't believe I forgot to spell pierce that. I mean, they would have paid for it, but it would be like, okay, well, at least I didn't Basilisk Gate that turn. And man, man, ugh, that sucks. All right, we've stymied the damage for now until the second Modern Age starts attacking in. Yet another Basilisk Gate. And Guardian of the Guild Pact. Yeah, we're boned. Not even close. Dang it. I'm just going to concede here. It's not even possible. Darn. Rough. Well, again, meme deck. Not expecting the world here. See what we can do in match number 4. We did get one win. We got one win. Maybe we can get another win. Who knows? Oh. I'll keep this. We got to go for the full bore memeified state of play. Great Furnace. Hello. What do we got here? Please, for the love of God, draw an island. All right, mono red. Ah! No! How dare you? If we draw a second land, they are not playing a spell for the rest of the game. Oh my gosh. Please. Please. I will even take a Lorien Reveal. Thank you. Operation Carpet Bomb. Vampire's Kiss. Oh, so this is madness. Not mono red. Sometimes I've seen mono red throw in the deserts just for additional damage. Okay, so this is Rakdos madness. Good to know. All right, let's get rid of Boomerang. I don't think Boomerang is really where we want to be at the moment. Main deck and the festivities. Interesting. Kitchen Imp. Okay. Okay. Did you forget? Opponent, I think you forgot. I'm sorry. Thank goodness. All right, let's get a Spire Golem down. I think the Hydroblasts come in. Honestly, I don't think the Boomerangs stay. I might just cut that. I think that's pretty nice. Only way they're playing Eddie Madness is Root Wallace. You were absolutely correct. I think, honestly, this is a keep, though. I'm not going to set a stop there. Okay. That's good. All right. I will island cycling. Getting a snow-covered island into play. A pastor. All right, I got Spell Pierce. I've got Hydro Blast. I mean, the big thing I'm worried about is Kitchen Imp, which is probably what they're going to do here. Probably going to... Oh, they duress. No. I don't want you to see literally 5 cards of my hand. Nice. All right. Faithless looting, that's fine. There's the Kitchen Imp that I was worried about. Okay. Well, I can get down a Spire Golem and block that for days. Which is good. If I get super lucky, I draw another island, so it's only 2 mana for the Spire Golem, and then I get to keep up 2 mana for Counterspell and other crud. Hey, red mana. Cool. So close. Calf Blast. Yes, sir. All right. So stop the attackers. We have shields down for a turn, which is not ideal. Oh, we just win the match. Yeah. Got there. Woo! Very nice, very nice. I'm actually kind of curious here. Are there any Pauper blue creatures other than the Manta Ray that just says can't be blocked? Legal in Pauper. take a look at that. Yes, I'd be like to be on the plane. Okay, I'll keep this. Let's preordain. Ooh. Definitely that. You know what? I'm going to be greedy. I'm absolutely going to be greedy. Oh. Well, that's not a good card to Convincing Mirage. That's a terrible card to try and Convincing Mirage. Alright, so this tells me they're on Glee combo, I guess. Kinda sucks. I get rid of Spire Golem. Get rid of Spire Golem. Womp womp. Yup. Whoop, there we go. Ooh, nice land. Garden. Ooh, wait. Wait a minute. Opponent is going to be so confused here. Probably taking the Spell Pierce. So they are either on Gardens or they're on the new Golgari Turbo Fog. Spell Pierce. Strategy. Annoy the opponent in conceding. Yes. I mean, that's mostly what blue does. Huh. I'll get rid of a Convincing Mirage. I have a feeling their black is way more important than their green right now. Give me that card draw. Oh, the Twisted Landscape. Nicker Wellspring. Yep. Very nice. Do I Modern Age here? Do I Modern Age or do I Preordain? I think I Preordain. Ooh. Spicy. I mean, I can't do it on the Twisted Landscape. Let's be real here. But I do want the Island. Deadly Dispute. That's fine. Can't Spell Pierce that. Asking Brood Scale. Okay. Nice. Oh, we have Counterspell. That's kind of what we need. Malevolent Rumble. Sure. This Raider's Insight, Deadly Dispute. Blah. So you took the swamp. Jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Okay. Jack in for 3. Yep. All right. Let's see what we got. We're not exactly winning the race here. We are doing exactly the game plan, though, so I'm happy about that. Ooh. Malevolent Rumble. Deadly Dispute. Totally fine. And they've got all the colored mana they need, really. Do they have the second Glee? Second Glee, and I lose on the spot. Okay. Yep. Okay. That is fair. All right. What do we want? All right, I don't think I saw artifact lands. So I don't know if I want that. Echoing Truth is kind of interesting. I do like this because they're probably going to have Chrysalis. Probably take one of those out. I don't think Dispel does anything really in this matchup I care about. Yeah, so we'll just do that. Yeah, I would like to play. Okay. I'll keep. Why not? I think I'm going to wait on the Brainstorm here because I definitely want to Island Cycle. I think making 2 mana, making sure I hit 2 mana is a lot better than trying to preordain right now. Actually, there's something to be said for modern aging right now, too. Ooh, because at least I get this engine going. Yeah, let's do this. I'm not scared on turn 2. Turn 3, I'm scared. Get rid of a Seize Claim. I don't want to right now. That's fine. Here's a forest. Yeah, because if this was Golgari Gardens, I'm more afraid. Probably taking a counterspell here. Yep. Very nice. Ah. Hmm. Neato. So that's gone. Level and Rumble, sure. Forest Swamp, Ickerwell Spring. What did they take? They took Forest. Played Scale. Nice. Okay. Do I attempt to preordain here? No, I don't. All right, Rot Farm. Okay. Probably return the swamp. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie, Smokey. Okay. Sure. Take the counter spell. Mm-hmm. Put another Mesmeric Fiend down. Okay. All right. Nice to know. Okay. Deadly Dispute. That's fine. Duress. Haha, you can't duress me. I'll duress me. And they win. Oh, well. Womp womp. Well, we went 2 and 3. That's something. Wasn't terrible. Sort of like the usual results, actually. That was fun. Just a nice sort of brain turn off mode. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it here, folks. I got some other stuff I need to do today, and I did have quite a bit of fun. Vented a bit about the current state of Commander format and how absolutely stupid people are. But we also had a lot of fun just playing Dredge and this mono blue too much water deck. Yeah, it is pretty good for an off-meta deck, isn't it, Serby? Not too bad, honestly. Honestly, I feel like Manta Ray was always sort of like the first cut. If I can find things that might be like a better Frostburn Weird / Manta Ray combination here, just something more utility that still goes towards the goal of like the tempo denial, I might switch it up, but I don't know if I have the brain power for that right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this with the too much water deck. Definitely ranked 7 out of 10. And I'll just put this note out here for my viewers. Just remember, with Magic the Gathering, to have fun. Not just for yourself, but with your opponents and your friends. Have fun. This is a game after all. Money in cardboard is not a good investment. It's not a safe investment. It's not an investment. It's cardboard. So what I'll just say is this. It's like, if you spend money on a card, know that that money is gone. You're spending it for the value you get of playing against people. These Hydroblasts and Blue Blasts cost a lot of money for tickets, right? I spent that money knowing that I'm going to have this to have fun. That's all you need to do, guys. It's all it really is. So just have fun, invest in the good times with friends, and be nice, be polite, and enjoy Magic. It's a great game. Don't get angry. Maybe bummed out or whatever. But again, it's a card game, guys. People are trying to do what's best for a whole lot of reasons. And it may not be your reasons. But just be nice. Okay? So that's just me, your local cat slime, with their 2 cents. I hope that everyone has a wonderful rest of their week. I will say, in conclusion of this video, that there is one other big news announcement, and that is that the VTuber Symphony Orchestra that I am a part of, the VTSO, is releasing our big year-long project this coming Saturday, October 5th. So check out our huge Modica Magica, Vuela Magi Modica Magica medley that's coming out at the end of this week on the VTuber Symphony Orchestra YouTube channel. It is astounding what a group of just under 50 people from all around the world can do from their homes and have it sound like a Philharmonic Orchestra. It's going to be a blast. I think there might be like a streamed after party or something with some of our members. I'm going to try to be a part of that. We'll see. Depends what my schedule's like. But yeah, I'm going to, I've already retweeted it on Twitter, but I'm going to be bumping it some more as the week goes on. And yeah, those in the VODs, go check it out. It's probably released by now. But for those that are living in the present timeline, this is coming Saturday, the October 5th. Look out for the VTSO. Huge. It sounds great. You guys are going to love it. Oh, so anyway, this has been your local cat slime, Ceylon Cross. And I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful time with this stream. I enjoyed having you guys follow along. And I hope y'all take care, be safe, and have fun. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.